Welcome back. Today, or last night, well here, let's just start all over once more. Hell with it. Welcome back. Today, I gotta light the fire out there, I think. I'd try that again. And we had snow last night. Isn't that lovely? And I gotta get those pumpkins picked up yet. But we have a plan. Just waiting for this to warm up a little more. Look at the front of this. We gotta clean that up. Let's just go for a little spin. What a racket. Why is it making so much noise? Oh well. Let's go over the hill. I actually got the keys with me. And then when we come back, we'll light the fire. Oh, holy. Oh, let's find out if it. Get the wipers going here.
But I could do, and then
Alright, we don't listen to that guy either. Alright. Oh good, the wipers work. So we got a little dust in the snow last night. Here, I'll get this nice and cleaned up.
it's much easier to climb when
wrong one. See if we can get some heat going here. And you don't need that. Ooh, it's cold. Force it down to the floor. The heat. Seat belt. And let's go. Pocono. Don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but there's a possibility that Sheepy Hollow could be in an expansion here. Probably another 98 acres, maybe. Who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, there's a couple of dribbles there. There's an old birch tree there. Really old. Big limb split off it. Oh well. Oh, it's cold. Good thing I got a heated seat and a heated steering wheel, because that sure makes the driving a little bit more pleasant when you get in a cold car. But I'd sure like to get that fire lit. I think what I'll do is I'll throw some kindling like I did the last time inside the box, so that will light. And then I'll put the box in the bottom and throw some branches over the top of it, so they have a better chance of getting lit. The fire inside the house I got that down pat. Now we got to work on the ones outside. Just checking to see how soft the ground is. We'll see on the way back. We're committed now. We're on our way. Do my best to stay off the beaten track here. I don't want to create a bunch of mud. Now I was tempted to grab the cultivator and do some more ripping away at the dam, but oh, to hell with it. Just want to come down here and have a peeksy poo. There's haven't seen a chicken in a few days. Like one of the fellas says, they're probably roosting here during the daytime. They'll be off the ground, maybe up in a tree somewhere. I will get that stick sooner or later here. Keeping my eyes peeled for different, if I was going to do some logging in here or not. Oh well. We're going to do most of that up on the top of the hill for now. It's this time of year that the road sees the biggest change, because usually it's just the grass flattens and then when you drive by it pops right back up again. I'm watching a different channel, Lumina Acres it's called, and that bugger's caught two beavers on his beaver pond already in 2 days. I think these buggers might have taken off. Which is might be the case. And my neighbor was at his camp yesterday because I could hear the dogs were barking to beat the band last night. They only bark like that usually if there's deer or Larry. Well, there's some stuff knocked down there too. Another tree broken there. Oh well. She's cool out today. She's 2 degrees right now. So, I guess the prices of property are going up like crazy in New Brunswick, which is a rarity. The people in Ontario are leaving there to come here to start homesteading. So I got 15 acres in another part of the county here. I might sell that. I might be able to make a tidy profit. But before I do that, I got to do some wrangling with my missus, because we could use some equipment here. I seen on another channel off the ranch, I don't know how much he paid, but what a sweet vehicle to have here. I think it was a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton diesel, 1990, and it had a dump box in the back of it. That would be great, because the guy could always get a little bit of gravel, or he could get, topsoil or whatever, or he could put firewood in the back of it. Oh, it looks like the water levels are starting to creep up a little bit over there. Not much yet. Nice. Pretty quiet out here.
The province announced 1,581.
Oops, wrong. Unfortunately, in Canada right now, the COVID's starting to take off. It's, they're saying that there's something like 10,000 cases a day now, or they're expecting 10,000 cases a day. I know Ontario and Quebec are probably getting 1,000 cases a day. I don't know what's wrong with the people there. They just, I guess they know better. Here in New Brunswick, we've only got 14 active cases right now, down from 100 about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is really good. And we got to keep the borders close to the United States for a lot longer than this. It probably won't be until what do you say there, the vaccine's out and gets widely distributed. But then again, you got all these people that don't want to get the vaccine. I don't know. Not here to argue that one way or another. But if you ever expect things to go back to normal, or near normal, or whatever, people are going to have to, well, I guess if you get the vaccine and you're not going to get sick from it, or just a mild case of it, then it won't matter to those folks. It's to all the guys that don't get it. They're risking dying, I would figure. This year is the second year I've had a flu shot. I don't think I was sick very much last year. Mind you, I don't get sick too much of late. I sure did when I was in Abu Dhabi being a teacher. There was always some sniveling kid that would come to class and get everybody sick. Oh well. I sure love coming down here, though. It's a happy place. And I'm sure glad to take you folks along with me. We got 319 subscribers now. For seems like of late every two that join, one leaves. Oh well. And welcome to the new subscribers. This is pretty well what you're going to see every time a variety of these things. My videos that I make for you folks are long. They're slow going. You're not going to get no fast action videos on this channel. But what you'll get is to be able to follow the development of the property, and you'll get to watch different events like snowstorms, rainstorms, the garden, the beavers. You'll get to witness it all, and I'd like to be able to share it with everybody. I know a lot of this, or a few of the subscribers like what we're doing here, just kind of letting things be. We've got a few trees we could probably log, make some money off of it, but it's not worth it. I'd rather keep the forest right now for the animals, and in the future maybe somebody could log a little bit of it, but use the money for different reasons than just a bunch of cash. There's things like home improvement, or a piece of equipment that we could use to make for trails, like a wood chipper. We've got enough wood on here, like this stuff in front of me here. There's about, I don't know, 2 or 3 2x4s per tree, and those little ones there, whatever they are. It's not really something that I want to do. I don't want to do what you want when I'm not around. Like when I pass on. But sure different today. 2 degrees compared to a couple of days ago, it was 22 degrees. So it's like 32 out now, and the other day it was in the 70s. There we go. Oh, there's another little creaky there too. Let me see here. There, that's kind of a pretty shot. Not much for the beaver to go in there and do. Most of the creek is underground. There's a big freaking cedar branch there. Fell off the tree there, so that one's probably dead too. But the cedar around here, that's mostly good for my kindling, I guess. I'll take a picture of that for the Facebook page. Oh, somebody's whistling. There. And the reason I took all those pictures is because I layer them. I have a piece of software that allows you to put each picture on top of itself, and it merges them all together, and that's where you get that not a cartoonish, but you get a kind of a 3D picture in a way where it's layered so that you can see the shape of some of the objects of the pictures. It really does a neat job on clouds. I don't know what there's a fee for cleaning up this thinning out. I'm not sure how much they pay per acre. We still have in our house one of the projects we got to get is my wife. I'd like to get her a kitchen. Our kitchen hasn't been developed yet. And over that big deck in the back where the dogs are, it's too hot to sit out there in the summertime in the sun. We want to put some kind of a structure off the roof that it will offer some shade. That way you can sit out there without getting cooked. I kind of feel sorry for our dogs in some respect that they're basically an outdoor guard dog, and yet in the summer it's so freaking hot that they if they do stay out any time, they're underneath digging in the deck to make a hole to lay in. And then if it's raining, oh, there's a piece of board there. What that's all about. And when it's raining, usually we can get one of the two in. He'd rather be inside anyway, most of the time. He's a bit of a chow hound. Where the other one's more active guard duty all the time. Wait, has that ever opened up? The beaver dam's just, the little beaver dam's just over that hill. Looks like they've been buggers that have been back in here somewhere too. But see the difference? How open it is? That tree's there got an awful lot of moss on it too. Oh well. This is different in here. This is very soupy, wet looking. The deer that are here leave every winter and they head down towards the town of Birch Corner in what they call as a deer yard. There could be quite a few deer in one of those. There's somebody down there that feeds them in the wintertime. I don't think it's... He does that because, from what I understand, there's not much feed down there for them, but for whatever reason, they used to go down there. They hide in the, I believe, in the cedars, because the cedars, they don't lose their needles or leaves or whatever you want to call them. They're in the wintertime, so that the ground is more exposed than buried underneath a pile of snow. So that's good. There's no beaver here. Almost rubber boot time down here. I know that when I come down here in the summertime, there's so many freaking bugs down here, it's not very enjoyable. Pretty good, pretty good. I thought I seen a puddle of water in there, or a pooling of water, but I think all it is some snow. There, got it. Drove over that branch. Well, there's some big giant stumps back in there. Oh. So when the big snow comes, we won't be able to come down here with this anymore. doesn't have the right kind of tires on it. They're more like street highway tires. Now, if this wasn't her vehicle, and I had my own, and if it was this, I'd put some big knobbies on it. But then again, I'd be fixing this thing all the time. Freaking chilled right to the bone here. Yipper. I couldn't believe the price of that little tractor when I was in the city, a couple of weeks ago. It was $32,000 and all it came with is a bucket. It might have come with a snowplow on the back, but man, that's a lot of money. Too much money. There's some ornamental bushes down here besides the weeping willow. I'm not sure what you call them, some kind of decorative pine. Oh, looks like the boys are in. If Sammy the squirrel shows up and one spots him in the window, they have some kind of a secret code of some sort for communication. Then they both come tearing out the door. They've been both piling in bed with me and the wife lately. And I'm on the wrong side of the bed because they step on me to get off. And I'm telling you, a 120-pound dog has got a lot of weight on one foot. When he puts his weight on it, you can sure feel it. Yep. Don't feel like cleaning up that step today. It's too cold to sit out there. Oh, they're out. And I know the bark is ice. I get a kick out of Storm though. The nature of these dogs is to bark. That's to tell all the predators not to bother coming around. And he'll bark so much at night that he gets hoarse. Gotta love them. There's a whole bunch of dead trees back there. I think Nick, my son, said they were red pines. I think what happened is they got they got flooded out or something like that, and the water had changed the maybe drowned them. I don't know. Looks like a giant beaver pond area in there. What we need here is an ATV and a snowmobile with a couple of trailers that can be pulled, or one trailer that can be converted back and forth between a wheeled unit and a sled. And we could probably use a proper wood splitter eventually if we're going to heat our home. Then me and our son could do the wood for both his house and my house, or our house, whatever. And we could do 10 cords of wood. That would give us at least 2 cords extra, and go from there. And slowly but surely amass see, there they are. What's this? Whoops. The noisy one is Ice. Now these buggers can't get out of here unless the snow comes over the top. It's buried in there about a foot under the ground. He's looking back for the other one to see, where are you? Come on, hurry up. This is where they like to come down and do their business down at the bottom of the hill here. Hey, Storm, what's up? Oh, here comes the little feller. It's time to play. Ice looks like the way he runs and jumps reminds me of a little fat kid running for a piece of cake. Who knows? The way things are going, we could have a double the size of the property here. That would be nice. Oh, that's a good shot. Thanks for sharing that with us. Why don't you show us your broken tail? The last 4 or 5 inches of his tail's got a crook in it. We noticed that when he was a baby. Don't know what happened there. The little wiggle bum there. But we do watch on the side hill here to make sure that the burdocks isn't overtaking the inside of this dog area like it does on the side hill here. That's crazy. This is all burdocks, what you're looking at here. There's no known chemical to mankind that will kill those buggers. They're all over this side hill here. Here, there, and everywhere. Got a message from my neighbor this morning. He's still going to come and help us out with the plowing at the end of the road. Or when the big storm comes, he's going to come down and he'll do a pass in the center, which makes it a lot easier for me. I don't have to blow so much. But everybody here on the road pretty well is keeping to themselves. Since the COVID thing hit even more so. Well, now, what do I do? I don't want to do that, but I might. Let's go see if I can light the freaking fire today before the camera runs out. There, just back it up till the green line hits the doorway. That's good. Close the window. turn the fan up all the way, just in case. Sometimes you can, when it's really cold, you start the vehicle from inside the house. Alright, let's go do it again. Oh. Lock it or lose it. Oh, my back is stiff. Okay, let's throw some little bits of wood in here first. Don't want to get it too heavy. This box and this box, these two boxes are full of kindling. Plus I got a pile of it outside. And I figure if I throw some in the box when I light them up on fire, they'll maybe catch. Plus I got a ton more of kindling. There we go. Now, I'd like to be able to take both boxes at the same time. Oh, there's the freaking hounds. Alright, let's go. Get out of here or they'll scratch the hell out of the door. And then the old lady gets upset. Oh, it's a little windy out. Just want to get rid of this pile. Oh, this is all wet. That's alright. Hey, boys! I could almost use a gutter there. There's the big rock I put in. They quit digging there now. Ah, that's what that is. That's a frisbee. I'm going to lay it on this side today. Well, I bet you it's pretty wet. Okay, let me put you down. Up here, I guess, is a good place. I just got to run and get the other box. Don't fall off. Check the battery. Have a whiz. There's some pretty birds there. Here we go. I put it on this side because the wind's blowing towards the house here. And the flame should blow right into those sticks, I hope. If it does catch, it will burn all them sticks up for me. You can hear the snap, crackle, pop. Ooh, look at that. That's hot. Now if it'll just catch it all. The other day, we burnt a small spot in here. But now we need it to come in here and burn it better than that. I suppose I could take these pieces. I don't know why they're here. It's coming. We have about, I would say, a half a dozen good fires here every year, maybe a bit more, but, and this brush pile is only about 3 feet high or so, maybe a bit more. And when I get the brush piles in there, I usually get it piled up about 6 to 8 feet high. That's why that tree over there, the one on the right, the apple, somehow it didn't like the heat from the fire, so it's up and died. This other one here is going to die, and I don't care if the other one dies either, those three, but we still have this one, and there's a couple more farther down in here. I'll just take you up there. Oh, look at all the pine cones. That freaking squirrel goes up there and knocks them all down. You'll sit here and you'll hear the thump, thump on the ground as the bugger's up there knocking them off. But young fella come in here and asked me if I wanted he had one of those handheld bush hogs come in here, and he made a little trail for me. So ever since he's come in here and done this, I keep it mowed so we don't lose it. See, this one's got to go. This one here, I think it's another pin cherry. And you can see the fence post. That's about 15 feet out into the field. And all I do here is I throw all the big rocks into there. Out of the garden, out of the potato patch. And up here, you can see this is where the other apple trees are down in there. And I'll come in here and keep widening this as best as I can. I see there's some wood laying here that we could get. Those are a couple of nice apples right there. But we got apples all over the place. Probably the birds did that. Good. Looks like we got the fire. I couldn't light it on a nice, hot, dry day. I had to wait till a wet day to get it to burn. See that? That looks pretty nice. There's that one bush here on the edge. If I can get that dug out, this one right here, then I could move over even more. Oh, this looks like it's dying here. Maybe we could tie the chain around it and pull it right out. Ugh. You can see the trees I planted there now. Really good. And that's almost impossible to get down in there. Don't look like it's going to stay lit. Oh, I can hear an ATV going by. And that might stay lit. I think so. Without too much more interference from me. And what I usually do is I'll leave that steel poker here stuffed in the ground so that I can see where the fire pit might be in the wintertime. Because there's about 4 feet of snow drifts in here, 5 feet. It's pretty deep. She don't look too bad now. She gets hot enough, it'll keep itself going till the fuel's gone. Yeah, that's going pretty good now. Get that so it sticks. Alright. By Joe, I think I got it. Let me put you down and I'll get the rake and see if I can get some more done here. That's pretty straight.